rolling?
We're on. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Holidaycast of 2017. How are you?
Jingle those bells.
How many years has it been since we actually did a normal podcast?
I don't know. Oh, a normal podcast?
Who?
Because I know it's been a year since the last Holidaycast.
Who are you people?
Who are you?
Yeah,
What the fuck are you doing?
We should probably do that. I am Chell, your blood mistress and meme boy. Over there is Connor with the Pichu aesthetic. There's Justin, who I don't remember what your new title was.
It's been 30 years since he's had a double quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah, like I don't remember
Actually, it's been about 2.5 weeks, but.
Oh, that's close enough.
Well,
you're the double quarter pounder with
I don't
cheese.
think I ever got it.
Known.
I don't think I ever got a new title. So
okay, well, the artist formerly known as Double Quarter Pounder with Cheese, Justin. And then there's Kevin.
This Kevin.
Not
this one.
Not that Kevin.
Not that Kevin. It's this one.
Not that Kevin.
It's good to see you guys again. Like
yeah,
we
right.
don't get together as much as we used to. We don't
talk anymore.
You never call. You never
We
talk.
don't
Hey,
talk
why don't
anymore.
you keep in touch with those nice Lovac kids?
I miss this chaos.
Trash.
Welcome to the Dubbing and Dragons cast that's going to be coming out sometime in January, Justin.
We've got a lot planned for the New Year's, which I hate. 'Cause I feel like I say we have a lot planned a lot, but the reality of it is that, like, normally a lot of stuff, like, a lot of really big stuff does come out, and it doesn't, like, I feel like I hype this shit up a lot more than it actually is. Because I'm hyped for the stuff we're about to do. But yeah, I'm like, dude, we're doing so much shit, and then, like, the shit comes out over the span of, like, a couple of months, and so it's like
yeah, and then it's like, that wasn't as much shit as I thought it would be.
Because it's like a diluted trickle of stuff, as opposed to, like, a wave.
Yeah, honestly, if we just spread our shit out more and edited the videos to be shorter, like, I think that'd help a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, instead of shitting, like, into a pot, like, periodically, like a normal person, we should just overload the shit into a fan and have it shoot all over. I'm done with this analogy.
No, we're just...
Yes, we're
over
gonna
here at Lovac, we like to perform like Netflix. We're reliable, but we also put everything out at one time, and then you're thirsty for the rest of the year.
Yeah, no, we're I don't know about you guys. I'm not about to hit our audience with like 30+ comic dubs in one day.
We need to actually get to post
Yeah,
them
we
in.
need to, like, record.
I've seen them like unlisted and shit. They look good.
I don't know about you people, but, like, I don't think I've recorded anything for this in, like, 3 years.
Yeah, you haven't, motherfucker.
You haven't given me anything.
Are you sure about that? Let me stick my face through here like John Cena. Are you sure about that?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I haven't had anything listed for Kevin, so that'd be on you, Chell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't fucking know. I thought I sent Kevin something a while ago, but I don't remember ever getting a response back, so I think I just fucking stopped trying to get Kevin to do comic dubs.
If I recall,
How rude.
If you hit me up on Discord, I'll look at it. It's just that Skype, like, freezes every time I open it, so, like, I just can't.
Oh, I'll see what... I also... Not... I just saw your Shaolin Showdown icon change.
There it is.
There it is. There's the
There's
lizard
the
boy.
string.
Why was he yellow for that season?
Because it's a different one?
Yeah, it's a different one, but not.
because reasons.
I don't fucking know what happened with that season.
He fucking regenerated like the Doctor.
Oh.
Yellow now.
Like
But yeah, the last thing I believe we had Kevin in was the remake of Dirk Cheer Jake Up like a year ago.
Fucking course it was.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible.
Fucking course.
He was Jake English.
You
He has
people.
been Jake English. He always will be Jake English.
Kevin, later on,
Damn it, Strider.
you know, getting a little bit off topic of the holiday cast.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit later on, go on ahead and, like, I know you don't do Overwatch stuff, but go ahead and, like, send me an Overwatch demo reel, and I'll see what I can do.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, me.
Oh,
Alright.
me.
Oh, that's
where?
me.
You should probably give him a list of stuff that's available.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
We'll do this later. We'll hammer this out later when we're not recording the podcast.
Time.
Yeah, when we're like.
So
logistics.
do we want to, before getting too far into actually Holly Jolly Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all the good December holiday stuff, want to go over what's gonna, what we're planning on coming out in the next year?
Like over the next year or over what's happened this month?
That's a good point. Let's go over what has happened.
Why not both?
Nani? Let's go over what significant stuff has happened this year, and then we'll say what we're planning on doing next year.
I'm just going to be silent for this part because that's accurate.
Because Kevin hasn't done shit.
Well, one of the big things I know...
in school.
I may as well say it now.
I've been in school too. That's not a valid argument.
I'm sorry.
We do have a Discord now, so for a lot of really big updates...
Please come join us. We're lonely.
Yeah, for a lot of really big updates
there.
And stuff like that, the Discord will be the place to go. It's where I've kind of announced what we plan on doing for this last month of December, because we are... Excuse me, wow, unprofessional.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
But,
wow.
Boy, Rick Sanchez, I didn't know you were poor Lovac.
Oh my god, I knew that was going to happen. I was like, I feel it coming, and it's going to fucking throw off this entire tangent hardcore.
It's Hanukkah over, Morty. I can't tell anymore.
Yeah, on our Discord, I've kind of made the announcement that we're not going to be coming out with a lot of stuff in December, mainly because we're going to be focusing more on the coming year. We also had a huge project that kind of fell through, but I don't really feel like talking about that.
Wait, which project was that?
That was, we were going to do a huge holiday thing, and it, fell through the cracks, because,
the Christmas album.
It was a lot more work than expected.
Yeah, and I got, sick right when we were gonna start recording it, and I have not gained my voice back.
We also, got slammed with work, too,
Oh, yeah.
Connor was working late nights, I'm, I'm working in the daytime,
Yeah, I was gonna say, it didn't help that, Allie's shifts were, 5 to 11 in the morning, and then your shifts were, 9 to 4 in the afternoon, and then my shifts were, 5 to, 11 o'clock at night,
Sounds like hell.
A little bit.
Fucking working, over 30 hours a week, too.
Yay, full time.
Not even, we're not even full time, it's just how it's how much we
There's
work.
part-time boyos.
Yeah.
You might as well be full time if you're working more than 30 a week.
You may as well, but it's holiday full time, I guess.
Yay. Retail. Yay.
Yeah. But, yeah. So our Discord's kind of where we have our big announcements and stuff like that, and I've talked about, we plan on doing the Lovac Look Back again. We plan on having a comic dub for the holidays, and we plan on having a game night for the holidays, and that's about it. The comic dub, I believe, the comic dub will be coming out tomorrow, which is the 25th. And our game night will be coming out at the end of this week, which I believe is the 29th, but I'm not entirely sure.
Let's look at the calendar. It is...
If Monday's the 25th,
yeah, wait,
Friday.
Yeah, it's the 29th.
Yeah, Friday's 29th. But yeah, and then the look back will come out at, I think 11:59 fucking December 31st or whatever the fuck.
Can we call it the Look Back Lowback?
No.
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 Why would we?
Sorry.
We already have the branding.
Yeah. I would if there wasn't already 3 other ones.
No, this'll just be the one that's different.
The one that's different. I mean, I could go through a lot of the big highlights of the year. I know I'm going to do that for the look back, but in the look back I'll be way more specific, but a lot of pretty big things actually happened this year.
Like what?
Tell us about them.
Fuckload of Overwatch comics.
Shit.
We moved. We talked about the big move, but Allie, Justin, and I moved in together, and it made a lot of things a lot easier. And I say this because I'm scrolling through, and that was scrolling through all of our videos on our channel, and that was one of the big things that caught my eye was the video about us moving in together.
I'm surprised that was only this. I feel like it's been a while. It doesn't feel like it's been this year.
Yeah, it feels like more than a year, but I guess it really has just been.
Yeah.
Yep, it happened early in the early spring.
Yeah, in March, Allie, Justin, and I moved in. Allie and I had lived together before that, and then before her, I lived with Stu.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. So I've kind of been, like, sleeping around in Lovac land, but yeah.
Whoa, Connor.
But,
Sorry.
Well, I mean,
well, yeah.
Sorry.
But
obvious jokes aside, obvious jokes about who's dating who aside.
Yeah. Cough.
Among that, the video for the Lovac road trip last year came out this year, which I know that sounds fucking confusing as shit, but...
Which it is.
It is.
It is confusing as shit.
A lot of the Lovac meetups, they don't normally get... Because I edit the content of the meetup, and then I edit, like, the actual meetup itself. So that way we have content from the meetup, like, out sooner. But, yeah, so the Lovac road trip, that video ended up coming out this year, which means next year you will be seeing the results of this year's meetup, which, again, sounds really confusing now that I'm saying it. But we all met up for 2017. It was fucking great. Except for Kevin, because he went to Europe.
Yeah,
Sorry.
fuck you, Kevin.
You
I'm
nerd.
sorry. I have a degree to work towards.
Bitch, same.
Yeah, but Europe.
You're...
Dude, wait, no.
What
no,
does
no, no,
Europe
no.
have
Tell
that
me,
we
Kevin,
don't,
tell me.
Kevin?
What am I? What am I? What am I major? What is my major?
What am I major?
What am I major?
Not English, apparently.
I is
You
English
told me
major.
what am your major.
I have told you what am my major.
Not in the past, like, day. You didn't know what mine was.
Well, true, but you actually had never told me your major.
I feel like, how do you remember if I don't remember you ever telling me?
Can we please speak in actual sentences?
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
Now tell me, Kevin, what am my major?
Science?
The science?
Just science in general. Just science.
You have graduated in science.
Like, no defined or anything, not marine biology, not like physics or nature or geology or anything, just science.
Science rules.
No, all the science.
Oh man.
Oh boy, I wish I wasn't dumb as shit, my fellas. I wish I could major in science.
Oh.
Holy fuck. Okay, so Dragon, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna fish this out. So
Yeah, finish
fucking,
this discourse, please.
the really fucking huge ass things that happened this year. A, we got a Discord. You can check us out there. That was awesome. B, Splat Night the series. It had its big season finale, which was huge. Chell came down and visited, and it was you, Justin, Allie, and I, and we all played the big finale of Splat Night, and it was a fucking huge-ass deal, and it was great.
I feel like I should probably also mention the fact that I'd go by Chell and Silas now instead of what I used to go by.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's ever actually been formally talked about. It's just that, like, suddenly in videos everyone started calling me Chell, which I really appreciate.
That was like last year.
Was it last year?
I don't know. I feel like it's been a while.
I know that there are a couple of videos.
I think it was starting to happen last year, but
I think it started to happen at the end of last year because I remember Nate did ask me last year, and that's why Nate calls me Mitch, because that's the name I gave him to call me. But I only did Chell for the main of Lovac, like, this year, because there are certain members who still don't call me Chell.
Hey, Chell. Hey, Chell.
Yes, Sam.
What's your major?
Film.
Neat.
Thank you.
That's
it's a lot of
actually
fun.
I
plan on after I get my Bachelor of Arts in Film, I'm gonna go back to college to get a business master so I can open up a fucking flower shop in Old St. Charles.
Whoa.
That's a very specific life goal, alright.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck, dude. We can't wait.
I'm like, step 1, get degree. Step 2, go to city. Step 3, massive number of question marks. Step 4, die.
Profit.
That's an old meme.
No, but it's not even profit. It's
Alright, so the two last really big things about this year was the Night and Day
I have gone
Showcase.
through 2 girlfriends.
Yes.
cool.
The Night and Day
That's
Showcase.
a joke. I haven't gone through 2 girlfriends. I have one very, very nice girlfriend, and I love her very much.
Same.
God, Connor, that's fucking gay. I love Allie too.
Speaking of Allie, the Night and Day Showcase ended. We had a big season finale, and we had a huge announcement that we now have the Night and Day series, which is now with everything happening with Lovac. It's slowed down, but we've been recording a lot of episodes, and we're kicking it back up come New Year's. So, yeah, the Night and Day series, you can go check that out. But along with anything else, I think I mentioned that Splat Night got its season 2, so there's more of that shit. And the Lovac Rumble, which is entirely directed by Doodled, is coming out. Or came out, and it's kind of like one of the first things from the Lovac meetup of 2017 we'll be seeing. So, and it is reaching its end very quickly. And Lovac Callbot was very excited to push me under the bus, because like a day after I made the announcement of, hey, we're not going to be releasing stuff in December, it was like, hey, guess what? Lovac Rumble, bitch.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, thanks for...
You forgot.
Thanks for fucking putting that.
Forget this year.
Hey, guys.
What?
Huh.
Did you know that if you mix milk powder with more milk, you get powerful milk squared?
I have something
I'm
to
just
inform.
picturing the freaking Splat Night. Did you know that mayo is a friend?
Oh my god.
That if you add
You know.
milk powder to
You know
mayo...
that chocolate is the symbol of love.
Fuck that.
Is it?
It's mayo. You uncultured.
I'm dying, Squirtle.
But yeah, so that's the big thing of this year. Or the big things of this year, I guess I should say. Ugh.
The big
So-
thing.
In lieu of that, why don't we move on to our big plans for next year? Because I don't think we have that many, like, big surprise plans, so we can probably just talk about shit.
Next year we ain't gonna do shit! No.
Yeah!
Next year, bye. We're quitting Lovac.
Done.
Yeah.
It's over.
This is the
Bye.
last thing you'll ever hear from us.
Yeah, fucking... I have like fucking 30 comic dubs that I'm just gonna throw
No,
out
better yet, we have a time capsule of videos that will show up in the next 30 years.
Oh my god.
One video a year.
Yeah, exactly.
In all seriousness, though, I think we can certainly talk about the podcast that I'm editing and Justin is making videos for.
Mm-hmm.
True.
The Lovac Dubbing and Dragons D&D podcast. We've been recording it since I want to say like pretty soon after I got home from like sometime mid-semester probably, you know.
Mm-hmm.
July or somewhere in there, June maybe.
I want to say it was like, August.
Yeah. Sometime in there. But we started recording it back then, and we haven't put up any episodes yet because we've been waiting until Justin is able to put them into the nice vision he has for videos of them, and until we can, like, carry them in for the brand new year. You know, new year, new me, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We have a cast of myself as the Dungeon Master, Connor as his character. I'm not going to go into who plays who too much. Connor as his character, Justin as his wizard, Allison as her druid, and
I'm a sorcerer, thank you very much.
Oh, are you a sorcerer? I'm sorry.
Yes, there's a difference, man.
Nate as his rogue, and a guest character, Tybrinna, who is the name of her actual character, who's played by a friend of Nate's named Abby. I totally did not forget her name. She's not a member of Lovac, she's just a guest for the podcast. She's a real fun girl.
Did we mention Allie?
Huh? Yeah, I said Allie. I said
Okay,
Allie, druid.
Now he like
Alright.
twice.
Sorry, I guess I just glossed over that part. I
Yeah.
apologize.
And
Yeah, stupid.
Allie's not here, so I gotta do her character voice.
Oh my god. But I've got big things planned for the podcast, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. And another thing I wanted to mention real quick about that podcast is that if you are in our Lovac server, you will have early access to like little notes and memes and art and stuff that would be going into the D&D videos. And you can also get a spot in our advertisement section that's just like, I guess like if you listen to anything on the Maximum Fun Network, a Jumbotron message, which is just basically an advertisement for whatever, a shout out or basically anything you want. I don't know if we're gonna make them pay for yet. I think at first we're probably just gonna, like first come first serve lottery type thing.
Yeah, it'll be stuff that
definitely
we find
future,
interesting and things like that.
Yeah, if there's supply and demand for it, we will definitely have it like you'll be able to secure your spot through monetary value.
Have we been sponsored by Blue Apron yet?
Oh God, I
it's
wish.
not.
Same.
But
I tried to bring back the Lovac podcast, and I've been trying to get with Audible about that. But
Ooh.
But,
Audible, they sponsor anything that moves.
you're right.
much, yeah.
Don't say that. We're working on trying to get them.
Quick,
Kevin,
figure all that out.
you were back for one time a year, and you fucked it up.
Please, Daddy Audible, I'm very thirsty.
Oh my God, Shell, please don't.
God!
But-
They're the
But,
subsect of our followers who are into that.
Whoa.
Sure.
I could have gone on living without knowing that.
There's a subsect of our
whatever.
followers that do the same thing for
Well-
Justin, so I mean...
Justin Jable Abel. We have over 10,000 subscribers. You know there's at least one person.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I want to acknowledge it or have it in my conscious memory.
Too bad. It's there now, boyo. Another thing I wanted to talk about working on is Allison isn't going to be happy about it, but a Let's Play series with my Ugu 32 character. I
Oh
think
my
it would be
God.
fun. It'd be on a different channel probably, but definitely.
yeah,
links to
I was
the
gonna
main
say, I actually do want to do stuff like that, like with Reeps McCreeps, because I don't know why, that joke just kind of like resonates. I know you did that, it's kind of, and I feel bad, because I feel like it's kind of profiting off, like, because it was a joke that bounced off of your joke, so I kind of feel bad about that, but it's like, I don't know.
As long
I
as you
like
don't
the-
start your channel first, bitch.
I like the idea
Well,
that
you
we've all
put
got
'em
these
together.
like AU characters.
You put them together. You
It's
just do a thing.
It's a real life D&D.
God. But no, I can totally see.
Collabs between Huku 32 and my good friend Reeps McCreeps.
Yeah.
Today,
Your
We're gonna
ASMR
play-
out of here.
we're gonna play Prop Hunt.
Oh my God.
I hate this.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, have you guys fucking seen? And I feel bad because this is really holiday themed, but it's about advertisements. Have you guys seen those advertisements with like the pseudo Let's Players, like the fake?
Yeah, who are like,
Yes!
TM?
Hi,
Oh
here's my
god!
explanation of what League of Legends is.
No, not that. Like, there's a lot of those videos going around too, and I could rant about those too. But it's like the fucking videos of, oh, I'm
Just
a
like
higher.
someone
I'm
playing
clearly,
Clash of Clans?
yeah, I'm clearly a higher level than them, so I should be able to take them out. What? They took me out? How did that happen?
Oh man! Guess I gotta buy more upgrades. Oh shit! Brought to you
Oh,
by
it's because I
Electronic
used
Arts.
the-
Like what?
I used the sword as opposed to the archer, and now that I have the archers, I'm able to take them out. Wow! What a
I've seen those,
thought-provoking
like,
game!
I've seen those like in German. They're everywhere. It's really upsetting.
God,
Well,
I hate them.
that sounds like hell.
Was it while you were in Europe?
I mean,
Well, yeah, you were in Europe. Fuck off.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's pervasive enough that like other cultures also have these shitty ads.
Right. I mean, and that happened, like, fucking, I know a lot of game companies have done that before, but it's just like, seeing, especially in, like, the mobile industry, I'm like, ugh. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
Hey, should we talk about Crimbo?
Considering
who?
I don't know his
I have-
name.
I have stuff I wanted to like announce too. If everybody else is
shit,
putting their
alright.
stuff out
Oh
there.
yeah, wait, shit, we haven't really gone through the...
Yeah, like we did. We announced my shit. We didn't talk about anyone
Okay,
else's.
let's talk about shit then.
But
Go for
Fuck.
it.
All right.
Missing of attention, but I mean, I don't think that's the point here.
yeah, like as Chell was saying, like I'm trying to start picking up on learning how to video edit and whatnot, so I can not only like do stuff that I have like actually in my head, but like also to help out Lovac. But in tandem with that, I'm also trying to get my own little like side series off the ground, focused around fighting games. More like more so around like the casual to what's the word I'm looking for?
Professional.
Hardcore.
Not I wouldn't really call hardcore. Like I want to, because there are tons of channels that cover the esports and the hardcore scene of fighting games, but there are also plenty of players who play casually, like they only play the story mode because they like the characters and they like that stuff, and they're not good at online play. Or there are people like me who are just average, like I enjoy playing the games, I enjoy being competitive with it, but I'm nowhere near the level of being like top of the leaderboards or stuff like that. But I still love fighting games. I love it. Like I'm a huge fan of Street Fighter. I'm a huge fan of the esports scene, and I love watching it. But I don't see any content for people who aren't into that sort of thing. Like I want to make a space that can talk about that but also focus on stuff that isn't focused on, like when when a fighting game has modes that aren't hardcore focused or stuff like that, or just even just doing silly self-imposed stuff, and just like bringing fighting games out, some that are not so well known, some that are well known, and just having fun with them and not necessarily focusing on like, oh my god, I just had like a 37 move combo or something like that, or my 47 win streak, and now I'm like triple A ranked on the leaderboards or something like that. I want to focus on the fun and what makes fighting games appealing rather than how good I am at it. You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I say, as you have told me like all the in specific details about this, and I am totally like ready and on board to help you. Yeah, that makes sense and sounds cool. I am already on board.
But yeah, so like that's something I like about, like that's part of what I want to start like video editing, because I want to have an active role in helping create this thing and not just throw it off on somebody else and not participate in it.
Man, if you throw that shit on me, I'm gonna miss your vision entirely. 100%. I miss my own vision. Like, I'll fucking be ready to edit shit. I'll be like, yeah, this is what I want.
I'll miss your vision.
Like,
I'll miss my own vision.
I'll get halfway through that shit and be like, fuck it. This video is going to be edited halfway through, and then there's just going to be an hour of raw footage. That's it. That's the video.
Fucking incredible.
Real talk, that's it. Now I do. But was there anything you wanted to add to?
What the fuck? Oh no. Okay,
Oh, goodbye.
it's gone.
Rip.
I opened Tumblr on my phone like a good podcast boy, and like it was just big old anime titties.
Uh-oh.
Get it away! Get it away!
Oh no.
Get these boobs out of my face.
Get them titty out of my face.
Get these bazungalos out of here.
Bazungalos.
Get those bazingas out of my face.
Bazungalos
Them
when
big
you have a gun.
boobs.
The bazingas.
You got them bazingas.
No.
That's bad.
No.
Oh, we're gone.
Get out.
But, was there anything else you wanted to add to that, Justin?
No, I mean that's pretty much it.
Hmm.
Like other than that, and trying to like help get some of our other recurring series back up and running. Like we started up Splat Night Season 2, and like we've been wanting to pick that up, but Like, we only had one Switch among us. Like, I had a Switch for the longest time, and Connor just got one.
Yeah, I was gonna say these the next couple of Splatfest episodes are gonna be interesting because that's all they're gonna be is just one console view.
Yeah, so like that. Yeah, that was something like that was a bit of an issue. Was just like we were having fun with them, but they're like it's hard to keep us all engaged in that because like not everyone's playing, and so like people get bored and people get unenthused. So like now that we're starting to have multiple consoles with the game here, like hopefully we can start kind of getting back to our older format.
I think my personal favorite part of what people are going to see in the Splatfest episodes are the what I like to call the duo times, where like one of us three were at work while Splatfest was happening, but we still had to like start it in order to like meet the time zone.
Mm-hmm.
So like it'd only be like two of us, and then the third person would come
Well, I
later.
even think that there's one where like I am by myself. And
no.
if there's one thing that I absolutely hate is trying to be funny by myself.
Yeah, God.
Like I can not that I don't think I'm funny or entertaining or anything like that. It's just that like
it's way easier to work off other people.
Yeah, I thrive off of like even if it's just like interaction with an audience or something like that. I thrive off of that so much better than like, oh look at me, I'm funny.
Like real talk, balls to the wall, Connor. When you made us
hang on. If I may announce it, because that video hasn't come out yet, and that's actually going to be a really big video of next year.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I thought it had already come out. God.
Oh yeah, no. It's I've got art. Like it needs to get some art going through, but yeah, I've almost got it finished up, and it's actually like. It was really awkward for a lot of people, but...
You haven't said what it is, fucker.
Yeah, I'm building it up, because that's what I do. I'm a showman. Nah. But,
You're a lame showman.
Next year, we're gonna have...
Certainly not the greatest showman in games media.
I'm working on it. But next year, we're gonna have 2 videos about the game of the year of this year, 2017, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. One of them is going to be kind of like a normal game night for DLC, the DLC that came out. And then the other one was a big project when the Lovac meetup happened. And it was a series, or not a series, it's a game night that I'm calling Hyrule Telephone. Because essentially what happened was we had everybody come in and play Breath of the Wild and kind of get a taste for it, but we all did it on our own.
Yeah.
And it got some good shit.
I know it hasn't come out yet, but like I feel the story I ended up telling for that, it's like it's a funny story to me. I don't know if anyone else is gonna find it funny, because it was just fucking buck wild, that whole situation. But it's like I went back and listened to it when you sent me the footage, the full edited stuff, and I'm like, oh god damn, this is cringy to listen to.
Yeah, no, I'm not, like, I sent it, like, because you did tell that story, but at the same time, there were a ton of moments where, like, the story got interrupted by, like, events that would transpire.
Oh yeah, like, I was in the middle of fucking telling a story, and then a rock dude came out of fucking nowhere, and I'm like, oh no.
It's Breath of the Wild.
Running away.
Those were the moments that, like, I know that it was, like, awkward for everyone to be doing their own solo thing, but it was those moments where I felt like it really thrived, because that's what I wanted, was everybody's, like, personal experiences with, oh shit, what the fuck do I do?
I think I spent most of my time, like, trying to climb a single tower or going through a temple, didn't I?
Yeah, if I remember right, like, I think everyone did their own shrine. Like, it was actually kind of incredible, like, how much you guys got done. And I'm gonna have a whole thing at the end where it, like, talks about the accomplishments everybody achieved on their own and stuff like that. But, I think...
Sounds like our version of Guild Grumps or something.
Jeez, that is Breath of the Wild, the video game. And, Sort of, but not quite.
I never watched Guild Grumps, so I have no fucking clue.
Guild Grumps was cool, but it's not quite what we did, because we all, like, we shared a console, and it was, like, on a timer that, like, after 30 minutes we would switch off, and then the next person had to pick up after the previous guy, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I think Chell's big achievement was that you actually did not die.
Yeah.
Like, out of everybody, you were the one who died the least.
Really? I died
Yeah.
the least at 0 death.
Yeah. I think everybody had a moment. But, yeah, so that's a big project that's coming out, is we're going to have some videos about Breath of the Wild, and I've been sitting on those, getting them ready to get out. We got a couple of other really big game nights that I'm actually super excited for, mainly featuring, like, Stu and Justin. So whenever Stu's a part of it, that's a fucking riot. I know, we got a couple of big things for the Night and Day Showcase, which this isn't about the Night and Day Showcase, it's on Lovac or whatever, but I'm very excited about stuff that we're going to be doing for that. Allie and I have actually been recording other videos for Lovac that I'm really excited about. And so those will be a couple of other duo days and game nights. I think duo days is the main one I want to bring up, because Justin and I have a huge duo day project coming out, along with Allie and I.
Yeah, and I need to fucking draw that shit because I got paid to do that.
But yeah, so...
Oh, we forgot about the coolest update.
Oh?
For here. We got a cat!
Oh yeah, we did get a cat. I mean, that's not super Lovac, like...
It's the
that's a
official
very
Lovac
personal-
mascot, let's be real here. Like...
Is it?
Walter's gonna be so
Is it,
pissed,
though?
dude. We can't have Walter go up against me, so...
Oh no.
Well, I thought Walter was retired.
Fuck, you might... I think you're right. I don't know.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
Yeah,
gotta bring that up to Nate.
I thought Nate retired Walter.
It was after
He took him out back with a shotgun.
Oh my god. No, it was the fucking Lovac Rumble, didn't you remember? Walter kicked the shit out of Nate, and then he...
Oh my god.
If he's not retired, then I will retract my statement, and they can be co-mascots. But
Well, no. We
No,
all
I think-
know that the true mascot of Lovac is Waldo Zanderflex.
no,
Yes.
no.
Shut down.
Shut
Waldo
up.
Zanderflex is some eldritch entity that permeates our existence, and it's just everywhere.
Salt.
Doesn't belong to Lovac. He is just Waldo.
Ugh, salt.
Salt.
Salt?
Salt.
There was
You
salt.
having some bad Cheetos there, my fella?
Some bad Cheetos.
What?
Please explain.
Well, I mean, if you put... No, listen, hear me out. You put your hand... You open up a good bag of Cheetos,
Ooh, good
right?
bag of
Like,
those good-
don't matter if they're puffy or crunchy or whatever. You open up a bag and get that sweet Cheeto cheese puff aroma, right?
Mm.
Well, you like...
That Cheeto all over your nose.
Yeah, you get it and you get a small contact high. And then, like, you put your hand in the bag, right? You pull one
Yeah.
out. It's like the perfect Cheeto. Like,
Rummage
whatever
through
type you're
that.
eating. The perfect fucking
boy.
Cheeto. And then you eat it.
Yeah.
And it don't taste like any fucking Cheeto y'all ever had before. Because it tastes like nothing but salt.
Oh yeah.
Now, that's a
I've-
bad
I've
day.
never had that happen before.
I've
Ever.
had a salty boy.
Yeah.
It's.
I think
The-
there's like
I-
82% of the population that have had a single salty boy.
I
Right.
have had an instance where I have taken out a Cheeto and eaten it, and it ended up being a flaming hot Cheeto instead of a regular Cheeto.
in the normal Cheeto bag.
Yeah, in a normal Cheeto bag.
Did its essence contaminate the other Cheetos?
No, and it wasn't a big deal because I love flaming hot Cheetos. But
I feel like
It
if you're
was-
not expecting it though, it could be.
yeah, it was just like I bit into it, and I'm like, this is not a regular Cheeto.
I just fucking imagine the look of dawning on your face, like
like a
"This is not
like a
Cheeto."
slow realization, like something's wrong.
Something here is
here.
wrong. Oh, you
It's
know,
not my Cheeto.
something that was always really weird to me like, I grew up. Everyone in Lovac knows this. I grew up in the South, right? I went to a public school for part of my education, and a lot of the time, kids at the school would go down to this convenience store, which you weren't supposed to do, mind you. Everyone, like our lunchroom monitors, got real pissed whenever they heard someone left the school grounds during lunch.
Delinquency.
Delinquents. But they'd get like Flamin' Hot Cheetos and whatever, and they'd say, "Oh yeah, I got a bag of hot chips."
Bag of hot chips.
A bag of hot chips. And like that's what I grew up calling Flamin' Hot Cheetos is hot chips, because that's what everyone in my
that's
school.
weird though, because I think hot chips is a thing that actually exists.
Yeah, like I mean, is it? I don't know, because like it was always an actual branded bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Well, I mean, to you heathens, like barbecue is a food and not vent, so you know.
Are you speaking European now? God.
No, I'm speaking Jersey.
Well, I mean,
they've gotten to you.
Wonder. You eat barbecued meat. Barbecue is a classification of meat.
I don't know. When I think barbecue,
meat.
I think either like the grill itself, or the act of grilling it, or.
Well, I mean, you don't fucking. Darling, in the South, you don't fucking look at a piece of meat and say, "Oh yeah, that's a good piece of barbecue pork shoulder." You say, "No,
I know it's gotta be
shoulder. Like that. That's a piece of brisket."
I know. I just wanted to be contrarian.
Well, stop it.
Sorry.
Stop it! Shut the fuck up!
I'm sorry.
Shut the fuck up, Kevin. No one likes you. No.
Oh no.
It's okay. People do like you.
Oh,
I'm one of those people.
Yay.
It is legitimately cool to have you back, at least for the holidays.
Yeah.
Yay.
We get to talk to you once a year, but that's fine.
It's the only consistency in my fucking life right now.
I really don't know why I keep doing the thing. I really think it might be Skype. I think that with Discord in place, I'll be able to keep in touch easier. I hope.
Yay!
I really hope. I can't lose more friends.
Oh, that's really sad.
Nah, I feel it.
Has college been rough on you, buddy?
It's... No, it's just been...
You hesitated.
It's just been harder to keep in touch with people who are actually, around my home. So... I see anyone I could talk to as an asset,
Well, that's understandable.
I see any old friends I can talk to as assholes.
Wow, okay. I have a question.
Sure.
What is your question?
Because I had an idea for a thing that I might want to do. It'll never happen, but an idea.
Okay.
Does anyone review music?
We used to have someone who did that long ago.
Doodle did. But it was specifically, I think it was specifically, like, meme-worthy music.
Yeah, so Doodled had ironic reviews. Like, he did ironic reviews basically as... I think it was on Tumblr, mainly. And I'm not talking about, like, he did the whole Dave Strader ironic reviews, but he did a couple of actual, like, doodled ironic reviews for Lovac, and he put them,
those were on on Steam games, I think, particularly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he did the Steam
he also
games,
did
but he
Super
also
Pony Island or whatever.
He did music too.
Game.
That was those were the ironic reviews. He did like his visual novel corner and stuff like that. But yeah, no, he did ironic music reviews too. But I know I used to review pop music, but that was for my old channel.
Because I had an idea. Suddenly.
What was your idea? Or do you want to talk about it not on the podcast?
Maybe the podcast is not the best place because I want to also like iron out the details and maybe like try to make it more.
Want to do some spitballing?
Yeah, gotta put some shine on it.
I think in the idea, like in the spirit of this, we should still do a fucking toy review series. Where we just take those stupid... Because people are coming out with more and more blind boxes because they realize children like gambling on things that are not called gambling. So we get more of those
Oh my god. That's a thing. that's
LOL
happening
surprise
soon.
dolls, like that gremlin I left over at your apartment.
Oh my god! Why are these fucking things around?
I
hate
guess
them.
we should we talk about like all the big projects that are coming around with the Lovac meetup, because we've got a couple of like we've got cooking with Lovac, we've got reviewing a toy with Lovac.
Reviewing a single toy with Lovac.
A toy. A single toy.
It's okay. It was very disappointing.
Yeah,
It
because
was
you
a very good
peel-
review, but it
You
was a
peel
very
like 15 layers of. I shouldn't.
Didn't wait. I gotta ask. Didn't that review end with me like yeeting that demon across the apartment?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I like after that I ripped its head off and threw it.
Can I ask a question?
Be gone,
Yeah.
thought!
Was
Be
it
gone, spot!
Was it a pisser?
No, it
No,
was a
it's-
spitter.
It had DSL.
Jesus.
No, Connor, they all have that.
Really?
Yeah, even if they piss, even if they cry, they all have DSL.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah, it's bad.
So, do we have all the announcements now?
I believe so.
I think so,
Let's
yeah.
Christmas. Let's holidays.
True. Merry Chris Hanukkah.
There's Hanukkah.
And
I
happy
seriously
Kwanzaa
want to know, is Hanukkah over? I feel like Hanukkah started at least 9 days ago. Right?
I'll look it up because I don't know.
I recall Hanukkah being very early this year.
You fools! Oh my gosh, how do you guys not know? I say as I'm about to edit myself to make this sound like it's shorter.
It ends on it ended, since this is coming out on the 24th, it ended 4 days ago.
Yeah, it ended on the 20th.
Yeah.
So it's gone. Yeah.
Bye.
It's
Bye.
gone. Gone.
It's gone. No.
Candles are out. The oil is run out.
Oh, I got one thing I might think about doing eventually. Who knows? I've been
Just like me.
yeah.
Just like,
I've
yeah.
been making pages of a comic. I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere.
I'm gonna try voicing for
Some people have voiced interest in voicing it. If that ever becomes a thing, that might be on the channel one day. Then that'd be cool, I guess.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah, okay. But then that's
Sure.
it. Did you call me a jerk?
No. I said
Oh.
nature.
Oh. Well, anyway, what holiday news do you have, my fellas?
It's Thursday, my dudes.
It's the holidays, my dudes.
It's the most.
What?
Me and Connor were talking about this, and I just want to know if you guys also
Damn it.
experience what.
Now, every time that song has come up, I want to, like, I feel like we go down the same route, and I think we were talking about it because, like, this was brought up, and you went into whatever you were about to talk about, which I actually don't remember what we talked about. But
What's
I need to bring up that we watched The Santa Claus last night, and I'm still not
Oh yeah,
over
Allie's first time ever.
ever
Oh my
watching
gosh.
The Santa Claus. And I fucking, like, saw that scene, and it's not, like, a big infamous scene or anything. It was just, like, a minor editing detail that I was like, oh, that could have been done better. But now it's, like, stuck with me. Like, I'm like, why did they do that?
Which one? Which scene?
It's literally a scene transition. I can't remember what the previous transition was. But it ends, and the music kicks in. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And then, like, as the song starts playing and picks back up, it transitions, and then it goes to him reading to his kid, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" in his bed. And the music is, like, playing while he's reading the book, and I'm like, this would be done way better if the music wasn't playing and we could hear him actually, like, reading the book to his kid. But
I feel like
I guess if that's what they're going with. And then, like, the scene goes into the house, and the music's still playing, and then the music just slowly fades out, and you can hear him, like, read the end of the book, and I'm like, why? What was that? I know it's 1994, but what?
That sounds
Who thought that was
sounds
good?
unsettling.
Who thought that was a good?
Who thought that was a good? when I think of like
4
weird
out of 10
unsettling things in the Santa Claus, I think of, first of all, I mean, there's the obvious one where like Tim Allen murdered Santa, and he's like,
That joke never
But-
stopped last night, by the way.
Yeah.
Who's
But,
Santa now?
But there's the one scene where the kids break into like the jail, and they're like, "We're gonna get Santa," and the guard is like, "Yeah, sure, kids." And then, first off, the guy says, "We're elves with attitude," and I'm like,
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
all right, where's your Diet Pepsi? Like, come on, relax.
No, but like with the ELFS squad or whatever. I think squad was the last bit of it. With the
I'm
ELFS,
so
because
pissed
that's
about
what they
that
fucking
name.
said to call them. They didn't want to just short it to elves.
We're the elves.
But with the ELFS, they were like, the fucking, these kids, they fly in, because Charlie's on the roof, right? He's on the roof because his dad, Santa Claus, has just been arrested for kidnapping him.
Yeah, after all the
That's a
divorce
Buck Wild
proceedings
sentence,
and
God.
shit, just
But, like,
God.
these fucking elves, they fly in, and this kid from the ELFS, who is the only one who gets speaking roles out of all 4 of them, goes
That's
over to Charlie and he's
true.
like, "We're the good guys, don't worry." And it's like, who the fuck else would you be? Evil elves?
We're the
I
evil
forgot about that.
elves.
We're the good guys. Like, who are the bad guys in this?
I
Bad
think
guys. I want to know their story. I want to know the evil elf.
I think the
ELFS.
whole reason why like they have them like be so like I don't know like super like over the top about it is like I think the idea of it is supposed to be like they don't get to do their job very often.
No, I highly doubt there was that much fucking effort.
No. The thought is, it's the '90s. We gotta be cool.
I'm trying to rationalize it because like just think about it. Like
We gotta
Say-
be
like,
cool.
Santa,
And
like if you're
somehow
gonna be Santa.
and stick an X and a Z in
No,
there.
no. Listen, like if you're gonna be Santa, you kind of have to learn how to do your job pretty quickly. Otherwise, you're gonna end up like the Santa at the beginning of the Santa Claus. Something stupid's gonna happen. You're gonna get fucking killed. Whether that be like I don't know, like whether like you fall off a roof or like you tumble out of the sleigh while it's in midair or something. Like
Jesus Christ.
like you got to figure this shit out pretty quick.
So
like I could almost guarantee that every new Santa probably did something where they ended up like getting into a situation that they couldn't get out of. Much like in the Santa Claus happened. So these guys probably get to do their job once, maybe every century or two. So they're just sitting there, otherwise, like, who knows? Maybe because they're on call all the time, they don't get to make toys and shit. So they're probably just sitting there in some, like, coffee room, like,
jail cell.
like just waiting around, like,
They have a cage.
Santa get
like,
arrested,
in canon, I can understand that being a reason, but through looking at the screenplay, that is definitely not the reason.
I'm being stupid, but like, yeah, the screenplays.
Oh, you didn't mention you were being stupid.
I just said that I was just trying to rationalize it.
Just trying to rationalize the Santa Claus.
The point I was trying to make was there's this really stupid effect in that scene where the kids are like tying up the guard in tinsel,
Mm-hmm.
and the chair is spinning, and it looks like stop motion or something.
It probably played it in reverse.
It's very unsettling. It's like
Why would they play? No, they were tying him up with tape. Why would they play it in reverse?
Yeah,
That'd be so much more difficult.
They probably wrapped him up and were pulling it, and then played them pulling it in reverse to make it look like he was being wrapped up.
this has been a Lovac review of the Santa Claus.
Yeah, Jesus.
Starring Tim Allen.
0 out of 10.
Do that. for
7.3 out of 10. Too much snow.
3 needs more water.
Needs more water. Too much snow.
Yeah.
Needs more weenie whistles.
Also, let's not talk about the Santa Claus 2, where he's like, I gotta get married! married, and then
God, I fucking remember.
Oh yeah, that's the plot of that
Okay,
movie.
no,
But
like,
let's
I
please
remember
talk about
watching that
let's please
trailer.
talk about the third one where he has the fucking robot
When
Santa.
fucking
Oh
Jack
my
Frost
God.
from the stop motion movies.
fucking
Just
robot
fucking
Santa. We gotta
Santa.
fucking steal plot points from Inspector Gadget, starring Matthew Broderick.
Inspector Gadget.
I'm gonna kick some butt.
Except he didn't sound like Maurice LaMarche's Inspector Gadget. Like,
But
Oh,
the thing
Maurice.
I do appreciate in the second, like in the trailer for the second Santa Claus movie, I ended up seeing it the other day because there was a special on TV of how these famous Christmas movies were made. Which, by the way, watching how Elf was made with the forced perspective was pretty fucking neato.
Ooh.
Mhm.
But they had the trailer for Santa Claus 2 in that special, and you can really hear the whoa and fucking Tim Allen's I have to get married.
I'm thinking, Mary?
That's the wrong one.
Da 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 da.
Was that Seinfeld?
He's Santa, and he has to get married.
He's gotta get married!
Oh my
What are they doing?
Jerry, it's a great idea. Santa's getting married. It's a Festivus miracle.
God.
Is that Santa? Oh my god. Hello, Jerry!
No, it's a special collaboration episode with Home Improvement. Is that Santa?
Turns around and it's Newman.
Hello, Jerry. I can't.
Hello, Jerry. Hello, Santa.
I was gonna say, that's gotta be destroying your voice, Shell.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So, when was the last time any of you guys watched those Rankin Bass specials?
I've never seen one in my life.
Don't. You're better off. They're weird.
Wait, what? No, what are you talking about? I'm not sure I'm familiar with, like...
Like Rudolph and you know.
You mean like the old stop motion?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I grew up with that shit, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
talking
No. I misunderstood what you meant. Yeah,
Rankin
I've
Bass
seen
is the company that made them.
I gotcha.
I don't know why I know that, but it's just like watching them now. Some of the scenes are just like so. We were watching Santa Claus Comes to Town.
Kevin!
What?
But Kevin!
What?
Why weren't you at elf practice?
that meme is a month old.
Fuck you, it's Christmas!
I didn't want to. I want to be a dentist.
I hate this. You could actually probably do the voice.
Why do you have to do that fucking voice? Bad.
Just can't.
I just remember from fucking Santa Claus Comes to Topper. The fucking penguin.
Yeah, the penguin just sounds like a goose. I was just gonna talk about that fucking movie. All right, so first of all, Winter Warlock, no purpose. Why is he there?
Because of the musical number, dude. Like, that's like my favorite song out of that whole movie.
1 foot in front
of the altar.
All right, now listen though. There's a scene. I think it's usually cut in the ones that they show on TV, but we got the special edition DVD, and there's one scene where I swear to God, just they dropped a bunch of acid and just like the lady, I don't even know what her name is. This movie failed.
The love song, like right after they get married.
No, not that one. It's even worse. It's not just like there's a weird filter around the screen like in that one. This is like she breaks out into song really randomly about nothing. And like the background gets all trippy and colorful and just like
I remember this. Yeah, I remember this. It was on the VHS version.
Yeah, there's just like weird animated bits and a bird comes over and undoes her hair for her and she looks like
I
she's
remember that. Oh my god, yeah, it's got like weird like Beatles vibes.
Yeah.
Like
Why is it there?
I don't know.
The Beatles do a Christmas special.
So you want to know what the
Wait,
weird?
George,
You want to know
you gonna
what the
trim
weird?
up the tree? I don't know, Paul. I thought that was Ringo's job.
Why are you Australian?
Paul.
No, that they.
Ringo's usually not one to be on time with the tree. All right,
Ringo's
George.
not usually one to be on top in the Beatles fan fiction.
All right, George. What do you say? Why am I?
Look, everyone! I wrote a song.
All I know about that old Beatles
Love
cartoon,
Ringo.
by the way, is...
I am Ringo. I wrote the song about an octopus and God.
I'm Ringo.
What?
Can I be honest with you
Everybody,
guys?
my name's George.
Honestly, yeah. One of my favorite Beatles quotes is absolutely, hey, do you guys think that Ringo's the best drummer in the world? And one of them were just like, Ringo's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
Apparently very funny.
They just brought him along one day. But okay, so
There's another
talking
drummer
about
that they just like kicked out. I remember that. Like
so
that
like
guy.
here's another like talking about like weird like things from like from the old Christmas movies. The weird one for me was Frosty Returns.
Oh, Frosty Returns.
Where'd he go?
The one that with like all the music is like so clearly like Rugrats.
Yeah, it's so weird because like it's meant to. Okay, so like
Do you guys
because
know what I'm talking about?
all right,
Frosty Returns.
Frosty Returns is so weird because here's the thing: is that
Has
like
John Goodman in it? Like
it has
what?
John Goodman in it.
John Goodman is Frosty, and he's putting on a voice. Like
Yeah,
he doesn't just sound like John Goodman. He's like nasally John
It's like
Goodman.
he's like a
Oh,
young
fuck.
John Goodman, like, and it's weird because like so like you have your classic like Frosty the Snowman animated movie, you know that
By
has
the
like
way, overrated.
it's I mean it is a little overrated.
It
It's
doesn't
like
even
it's
have
got
weird moments. It's
Wait,
just boring.
wait. Isn't the second one, Frosty Returns, isn't that the one where the evil magician guy tries to lock him in a greenhouse? Or is
no,
that
that's the first
No,
one.
that's the first
the
one.
first one? Okay.
The
like,
second one is
I
where
don't know
the
if you can tell, but I
businessman
haven't
tries to
watched
melt
these
all the
movies
snow.
since I was
Yeah,
like,
the second one is so weird because like it almost has like this like low key environmental message in it. Like
Yeah, and the guy is the villain is voiced by the Flying Dutchman, which is like what?
yeah, what you mean Tom Kenny?
No, it's the Flying Dutchman.
Long live Tom Kenny.
It's not Tom Kenny. Somehow the Flying Dutchman was not Tom Kenny. I'm surprised too. But yeah, it's like it's got John
Oh
Goodman.
no, it's Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
It's Clancy Brown.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
it's,
guy.
it's the same guy who voices Lex Luthor.
He's like, I want a cape that flows, because he just wants to be like king of like the little
Yeah,
shitty.
he's this weird, like spindly, like
He's
evil, ugly-looking shrew of a man, and he's like, it's so weird because like it's canonically takes place after the first Frosty movie, but like what, like 20, 30 years in the future,
Oh yeah.
like, and
Are there new kids?
yeah, it's totally new kids, like totally new kids, and like it takes place in like a modern like what like late 80s, early 90s neighborhood.
Just like
Darn,
generic
Frosty,
white
we don't have
suburbia.
time to play
Yeah.
tag with you. I'm looking at my Super Nintendo and Future Boy.
But like it was weird because like
I don't
the
have
whole
time to
thing-
play with you today, Frosty. I got a new
like
Playboy.
the whole thing was like the kids love the snow and everything like that, and then like the
Connor,
parents,
no, Justin, we have to make sure everyone fucking sees that Connor just made a joke about masturbating instead of playing with Frosty.
Did you just
Playing
not
with
make the
Frosty
same
sounds
joke?
Like, it sounds like a term
No.
for masturbation.
I was making jokes about fucking Nintendo consoles, not fucking Nintendo consoles.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You just said playing with Frosty, so I mean, fucking whatever.
I would like to talk about
but
back in the original Frosty.
But yeah, no,
there
continue.
was like
What the fuck?
the best, most amazing like error I have ever seen in one of these specials. There's one part very early on where they're trying to name Frosty, where one of the kids' voices like changes dramatically mid-sentence, and it's a sentence with two words in it. He says, Bruce as a suggestion for his name. But like his voice changes. He's like, Bruce.
Oh my god.
It's like it was recorded by two guys. It was so weird.
What should we name him? Bruce.
Oh my god.
I think what it was supposed to be is what I think they did is they wanted, because like there's like multiple kids surrounding it, and there is like this like burly looking kid there, and I think what they were intending for it to be was like one of them was gonna talk and was like gonna go like and then like the burly kid was supposed to talk, but they didn't animate his mouth.
They just kept animating the little kid.
That movie had its own weird share of things. Like, there's the one thing where like the main girl wants to run away, and so they hop on a goddamn train. Like, they try to take Frosty to the North Pole. Like, she tries to take Frosty to the North Pole, and they want to take him. Like, they want to get him a train ticket. And like, and I remember there's like the ticket guy at the train station was weird because he's like, like, what was it? It was
I know what you're talking about. He's like bouncing around trying to
bouncing around. He makes these weird, like almost mechanical noises when he like talks and stuff like that. Like he has like a fucking like adding machine like from.
And then he's like, "That'll be $3 million."
Yeah, $3 million and 42 cents. And he's like, "No ticket, no entry." And it's just so.
I fucking remember no ticket, no entry, but that's
Yeah.
all I remember.
But like then they just decided to sneak on the train and put him in a refrigerator car, and she gets in the refrigerator car.
Did
And she just
die?
starts like mildly shivering.
She starts shivering and like freaking out, and like Frosty's like, "Oh shit, this bitch is gonna die."
Even the narrator who's like the friggin' like ha cha cha cha, like that guy. There's that guy. He's like Frosty knew she had to get her out of that car as soon as possible. Ha cha cha cha. It's like, oh my god.
I'm trying to remember, like didn't he like?
No. The way you just read it makes it feel like it was fucking. Who was it? President Nixon from Futurama.
Oh my god.
But no.
Frosty knew she had to get out of there.
Because like they give him like. And they give him like this moment of like self-sacrifice. Because if I remember correctly, like doesn't he like get off the train and like take her to like a greenhouse or something?
Yeah. It's
like takes her to a greenhouse, like which is warm
for Christmas.
Yeah, like which makes like it makes sense because like it's a warm area. She'll warm up there because of all the heating lamps and everything like that. Like it makes sense, but it's like. You're obviously near civilization. Don't you think I don't know, take her to like the police station or like literally
Well, Justin, let's think about that for a moment. A big snowman comes over. He's like, "Hey,
already
fun.
Adults have
Hi,
already
this is
all right.
good. Love it,
I'd be inclined to agree with you. There's a scene earlier where he encounters a policeman, and the policeman is like, "All right, move along."
He's like, "Whatever," and it's just like he gets taken off guard, but like I think he swallows his whistle. But like he doesn't like it's not like he freaks out and he's like, "Oh my god, a weird creepy monster," and like and starts shooting at him.
Sounds like that one guy from Family Guy.
But it, like yeah, it's just so weird. But like Frosty Returns is just like even weirder because it's like they tried to evoke that same vibe, but it fails in every single department.
And it's also an episode of Rugrats.
No, you don't understand, Connor. Like it literally has like that.
Actual same guy.
Yeah, it's like it literally feels like it's composed by the Rugrats composer.
my
Like,
God.
is it okay? It is. But yeah, it's so weird because like, yeah, like they have this whole thing where like this guy like invents a spray that just dissolves snow, like completely dissolves it.
It's like hot compressed air. Like, let's be real.
But it's just like even if it were hot compressed air, it was just like the snow is gone. Like, and like it leaves it like sparkling, so it like polishes everything at the same time. Like,
God.
and like they have this one instance where like this guy, the bad guy, the businessman, makes this like weird like kooky like car contraption that has like got like multiple arms spraying everywhere, and like Frosty's like, I don't want you to inhale that shit, and so he covers the girl like with his own body, and then the car goes past. And he's got this big gaping hole in his stomach,
And then they fill it right after the commercial break.
yeah, it's just
Fine.
like, and it's just like, okay, that was a problem that was there and had really, you solved it with no progress to the plot. And it's just like, everything happens, but doesn't cause anything to happen. They were like, oh, well, Christmas is saved, and Frosty goes back to the North Pole.
Hi guys.
Looks like my job's done here. You didn't do
That's
anything.
literally like what he says. He's like, don't worry, I'll be back when you need me again, and just goes away. Looks into nothing. Like they do the whole like gust of wind thing, and like the girl covers her eyes because it's cold, and she opens the back and he's gone.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned like the tiny lumberjack narrator yet.
He's like some Tom Thumb like inch high private eye like motherfucker like.
And there's no explanation as to why he's like an inch tall.
Yeah, he's just some tiny little dude. Oh yeah, it's so weird.
Lots of cocoa. Like what?
Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
Oh yeah, it's so.
Let other people talk.
Oh man,
Holy shit!
I think we've broken all.
You guys still with us?
Yeah.
What
Sorry.
the fuck is a Santa?
Oh,
But yeah.
Allie is texting me. I'm just.
Allie is texting you what?
She's texting me a D&D thing. Let me live my life.
Okay. I don't know, it sounded like you started that sentence, and then it just went somewhere. I mean, but, yeah, well, shit.
Oh, but on the topic of Christmas movies,
Uh-oh.
what is your favorite Christmas movie of all time?
Like one that you have to watch around the holidays, or like...
You can watch Nightmare Before Christmas any time of year. It counts as a Christmas movie.
Oh, definitely not what I...
I would probably say
You don't have to watch it around Christmas time. It's just like your favorite movie, like Die Hard would count because it's technically a Christmas movie.
Does it have to be a movie, like a full-length feature?
Yeah, could it be a Christmas
It
special?
has to be longer than 24 minutes.
So certain Christmas specials could count.
Yeah, certain, like the Phineas and Ferb Christmas special, I do not think count
Or the
because
Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah.
No. The memes are over.
I would say it's probably a tie between Elf and the Jim Carrey live action version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hate to sound like I'm boarding a train here, but I've actually got a second that Grinch, how the Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Grinch, how the Grinch,
How the
Carrey
Grinch Christmas.
stole.
Grinchmas.
How the Grinch Christmas
How the
Steely Man.
Grinchmas.
Because Elf is just like, you know, is I feel is a legitimately good movie, and Will Ferrell is hilarious in it, and like it's honestly like I could see myself doing a lot of the same things if I had been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's just extra, but like the Grinch with Jim Carrey, like, oh my god, like I could watch that movie like 4 times in a row and I would still laugh at Jim Carrey stuff every single time.
Yeah.
Like, it's just his I know that it's not the best movie in the world. Like, it is in pretty much every other sense of the word, it is a terrible movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't even call it a good Christmas special, but at the same time,
But it's like I think it's
like-
because it owns its terribleness.
It's a train wreck that you want to like keep rewinding and watching over and over.
But it's like one of those things that it's a train wreck, and you're almost certain that they know it's a train wreck, but like they own up to it, and so they just roll with it. Like especially Carrie. Like
Oh God, he's really,
Like, here-
he's
like-
really good.
Fun trivia fact about Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Since he was in that whole prosthetic suit, like that whole prosthetic shit for I think around 91 days of filming.
Mm.
He was ready to quit, and they brought in a governmental torture supervisor to talk it over
Oh,
with
I
him
remember-
for a weekend
I've heard
to
about
keep him
this,
from
yes.
quitting. Like that's fucking buck wild.
Yeah,
Dear
it's
God.
also partially like the combination of that movie and the Cat in the Hat movie are also responsible for why we don't get live action Seuss films anymore.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we probably
Because, well, basically, especially the Cat in the Hat was like the nail in the coffin because of like all of like the weird like comedy choices that were in there.
Yeah.
And the
I
weird
was
innuendo
not
and
a
the
fan
weird-
of that Cat in the Hat movie.
I
Like
don't
there
think
were
any-
some parts of the Cat in the Hat that I thought were funny, but I thought they were funny because of like
For the
just
wrong reasons.
just the joke itself. Like it's not
Right.
because it was in the Cat in the Hat or anything like that. It was just the joke itself.
it's like
and-
baffling that that is a thing that exists, kind of.
Like the whole like TV cooking show bit. I thought it was hilarious. Like I didn't find it hilarious because of the Cat in the Hat. I found it hilarious because it was Mike Myers doing a bit. Like
Mhm.
and
Fuck.
but that in particular was like the nail in the coffin, and like Seuss's widow like went and filed legal documentation saying that
Oh my
no
god, was
that,
it like defamation suit?
basically like she's like I do not want any studio, like any filming studio or any producer or director ever to make a live action Seuss film as long as I live.
Holy
And that's what the documentation states. So as long as her or any of her remaining living family are alive, there will be no live action Seuss films ever again.
Cool.
But that's why we got like the Lorax and Horton Hears a Who, and now we're getting like the animated Grinch movie.
The animated Grinch movie that people are going to like fawn all over because I bet they're gonna make some random ass. No, people are gonna fucking ship the Grinch and Cindy Lou Who, and I'm not happy about that. Because it's done by the
yeah.
same fucking studio that did that did the Lorax and got all that one cest, and it's not. Mm.
The Who's are gonna be minions.
Hmm.
It's not Illumination doing it. It's Sony Pictures,
Yeah, it's Sony.
Oh.
which like Sony like it could do like with Sony's track record. It could either be an amazing film or it can be garbage. Like,
It could be total garbo.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
who
say.
knows?
In
Just gonna have to wait until the final nail is on the coffin in 2018.
I was gonna say, yeah. Their last movie wasn't exactly the hype train that everybody was.
well, it's like the thing of it is like they've got like 3 like teams that they have for like their movies, and like it also depends on the director that they have. Like take, for example, like with the Hotel Transylvania movies, they had Gennady Tartakovsky. Like
I really enjoyed Hotel Transylvania. It's
yeah,
good.
but that's like because they had a good director with a good team and a good script, and everything was lined up, and they didn't cut corners anywhere. But then you have something like the Emoji Movie, where you've got
You don't
gotta-
even need to.
Emoji movie.
You don't even need to say
But,
it.
well, I know like the
And then
premise.
there was the Emoji movie, which was the Emoji movie.
Yeah.
I'm
It's-
just saying, but like to go into
defined-
detail, it was a bad premise, a very inexperienced director, a shamble of a script, and it was quite plainly designed to be a cash grab
Mm-hmm.
and a marketing tool, which in and of itself
Choir
like
is being preached to.
it's weird. It's been argued that like it actually technically breaks like branding like laws as far as like so putting brands and stuff into films and TV and stuff like that because of how they present it.
Ooh.
Because the key thing being that you have to present it in an objective manner where it's not completely biased one way or the other.
Is it a disclosure problem?
It's a yeah, because if you're showing bias, you have to disclose that, and because it's a film, obviously they aren't doing that. They're making Just Dance look like the best game ever, or Candy Crush, or literally anything else. It's not there's no disclosure saying oh yeah, we're just embellishing that for the movie,
It's like if half of Wreck-It Ralph was about how awesome Call of Duty is.
Well, it's if you notice all of the games that they have real world gaming icons, but they're all in there in a passive way.
Uh-huh.
I think the only ones that talk with their actual actor, their actual game actors in the movie, are Ryu and Ken in the Street Fighter arcade. They have all of 3 lines, and then Sonic has a public service announcement at the beginning of the movie. All the other characters are either silent or are voiced by a different by a different actor, and they aren't directly involved in the story. You don't go to their gate. They don't.
Sonic.
Yeah, they don't go. They don't go to their game.
Oh my god.
You don't see Ralph running. You don't see Ralph running into a game of Dig Dug or something like that.
Just Justin is trying to actually talk about something and me and just you're a fist. Chill out.
I'm used to it at this point, really.
Chell, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh god, we're back to me. I hoped y'all forgot.
Oh man, Jingle All the Way for me.
Oh god, I remember that movie. That's a pretty good one too, because that Schwarzenegger's acting at that it's not bad.
I need to get Turbo Man.
But it ain't great. I'm Turbo Man.
So Chell.
Oh my god, freaking
the Polar Express.
Polar Express is pretty good.
Pretty good choice.
Yeah.
God,
I don't know why. It's the only holiday movie that's really resonated with me that it's I see it on and I will always watch it.
I feel like I need to choose something more wholesome. I need a nice...
We chose The Grinch.
And also Elf.
Die Hard is actually... No.
Elf is a wholesome movie.
Elf is a wholesome movie. I'm saying that I chose The Grinch and solely The Grinch.
So, it's a Thanksgiving movie, but can I count Planes, Trains, and
Automobiles? I don't know. That is a Thanksgiving movie. It's a really good movie and I love it. But yeah, it's Thanksgiving as fuck.
Who is abusing their microphone?
I think that's Connor.
I literally just adjusted my seat right there. I'm sorry. Is that
Don't worry,
added a lot of reverb?
It sounded like you threw a box of Rice Krispies against the wall.
Sounds about
yeah,
right.
it kind of sounded like you got a plastic water bottle and started crunching it under a blanket.
That's my chair.
No, actually chewing on it.
But yeah, that's my chair. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'd say that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 100% Thanksgiving. Good movie.
So I just remembered another Christmas film. It's more of a Christmas special, but it's one that I remembered that was also really fucked up. When you look at it, when you're not a kid.
Is this the one with the ornament?
No,
Okay.
The Christmas Toy. It
What's
was
that about?
it was made by the Jim Henson Company,
God.
and it's the one with God, what are the characters' names? It's Rugby the tiger, and he's this kid's favorite toy, and he feels like he's being I guess forgotten. And so it's Christmas Eve, and so what he wants to do is he wants to go out to the tree and take open up a box for one of these kids and take what's ever out of it, put himself inside of it, so that way when he opens it up, it's him, and it's weird because they do this whole thing of if you're a toy and a human sees you when you're moving around,
You die.
You are quote unquote frozen forever,
So you die.
basically. And so like they do this whole thing where like he's trying to do it and everything like that, and he gets out to the hallway, and the kid, and like this is one of those big houses that has its own quote unquote toy room, you know, like that everyone has. But
I
like
had one of those.
I didn't. I was a poor boy.
I was a poor boy.
I was a poor boy.
my toys live with me in my bedroom.
Just a poor boy, nobody loves me.
But
He's a poor boy from a poor family.
At least spare him his life from this monstrosity.
I'm sorry, I opened this can of worms. Please continue, Justin.
but like yeah, he goes out there and like finds a box, and it ends up being another toy, and so there's this weird conflict thing, and there's this other little character. It's like I think it's like a cat toy, like, and he's like friends with Rugby. He's like he's like a little like he's like one of those little like felt cat toys, like, and he's like friends with Rugby. And so, like, they're trying to get him back in there, and so, like, they're, like, him and a bunch of the other toys go out there to stop him, because, like, he almost gets caught by the kid, like, running to go out to check the tree to see if Santa's been there, you know, like, and so, like, that almost happens, and so he runs off, and so he tries to keep going back out there, and, like, they take a little, like, rescue mission, go out there, put the new toy back in the box, and then try to get Rugby back, and they get him back in the room, but then the kids see the little cat toy, like, out of position, and so he gets frozen. And so, like, it's this weird, like, moment, because, like, they basically have a goddamn fucking funeral for him in the movie. Like,
Oh God.
Oh shit.
like, they have
That's
this whole 2.5 minute long sequence of, like, them just, like, being all mournful. And I'm like, this is supposed to be a Christmas special.
What a fucking family movie.
Like, for children. Like,
Christmas kids.
and
Merry
it's not
Christmas,
like,
kids! Don't look at your toys.
Like, they have this whole thing, thing of where Rugby, like, has, like, his, like, moment of clarity, and, like, he has this little song and dance number, like, how he cares for his friend, and that brings him back to life and everything like that. And,
This is like another one of those like things with that philosophy, like, oh, kids can handle anything if it has a happy ending, and the answer is no.
No, it was weird. I remember watching it as a kid, and I was like, this is weird. And I remember at the end of it that Kermit shows up for no reason at all. Like, he's just there.
Hey, what's up, motherfuckers?
I
Like,
hope
for the-
Kermit the
like,
Frog
for-
here.
yeah, he's-
You're here to tell you that your friend is dead.
I knew the second you said that everyone was gonna give it a Kermit voice.
He comes in for the big finale, and he's like, I remember he's like, everybody sing, and it just starts.
Holy
singing
fuck!
the big-
It's Kermit!
Yeah, it was like, dude,
He just pulls out a gun, start singing.
and I just didn't understand it because I was like, there's no other, like, I know it's like, I knew that it was by the same guys who did the Muppets. I was old enough to understand that it was the same, like, group of people. But it was just like, there are no other Muppets here. Like, there's no, like, Miss Piggy's not there, Fozzie's not there, Gonzo. Like, all the ones that I knew, nobody else is there. And then just Kermit just shows up in a Santa outfit.
just Kermit walks up like, you better start singing, you pieces of garbage,
Nice.
piece of shit.
You might as well enjoy your life because you're going into the fire pit afterwards.
Oh my god. In the fire pit?
In the fire pit.
Well, it's like, I don't think they ever used, like, I don't remember, like, I'm looking at, like, the box art and stuff like this right now, and I don't think they ever reused any of these characters ever again. Like,
Now, was this like a puppet movie or an animated movie?
this was a Muppet, like, this was made by the Jim Henson Company using Muppet-style characters, so it was a full,
So it's
So it was a puppet
Puppet.
it
movie.
was a puppet movie, yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
how
Muppets.
the fun. It's an easy enough question to answer. It's a puppet movie.
Oh my god, I didn't realize this. Apparently it spawned a series afterwards?
Oh God.
What, Fraggle Rock?
This is our series about. Oh my god,
Secret
Tyler.
Life of Toys.
The Secret Life of Fucking Toys.
The Secret Life of Pets. I mean, toys. I
I
mean,
can't believe.
Okay, so they had some of the old. So they had some of the characters from the movie in there. How many episodes did it have?
Hey
It
guys,
only
you
had
know,
it only
I
had
just put the
it
Skype
only had
chat.
13 episodes. It had one season.
this is gross.
The show was taped. The show was taped in Germany.
What?
This explains.
Germany?
This explains why I never watched it though. Like because the movie came out in like '86, I think.
God, that's a long time ago.
Let me double check. Yeah, movie came out. December of 1986, and then the television show didn't show up until '94. So I was 4 years old at the time, so I probably wasn't even interested in
Alright.
that.
Okay. You are also looking at the Wikipedia article, right?
For the Christmas toy.
For the Secret Life of Toys.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Scroll up to the top.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, Justin, who's the theme music composer?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo! It's literally just Peekaboo in all caps.
I think they wrote that right. I think it's supposed to be that the theme song is called Peekaboo, and it's composed by the two people listed below it.
But my God, like, why is it screaming?
Oh, you know, you gotta scare those kids.
Have you ever played Peekaboo? That's how I play Peekaboo. Insert
You
bit.
hide behind your hands, and then you like fake
Hey.
punch the child.
Hey, little cousin. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Peekaboo!
Oh my god!
Peekaboo! Pikachu!
Man, this is now just like taking me back to like the fucking memorial service for Jim Henson now.
Oh God, you're
Oh.
going down a very bad path. Please,
It's just reminding me of all like the weird stuff because
you're gonna cry. Please
I'm
stop.
I'm not gonna cry. It's just like it's just one of those weird things that like I remember seeing like all of this stuff as a kid. Like
Oh shit! My phone is right on the microphone. That's got to be podcast sin.
Oh God, how dare you!
Because like Jim Henson died literally like a year.
He
before
died
I
a
was
hero's
born.
death.
Well, he died I wouldn't really call it a hero's death. He died like in an extremely amount of pain.
Oh,
Yeah, he not to get like too particularly in detail, but he died from toxic shock, like from an infection.
oh.
Merry
Like
Christmas,
yeah.
Merry
everybody.
Christmas!
Hey, end the podcast, everybody.
But it's just like I go back and I realize now that like the Jim Henson Company when I was a kid was really fucking weird.
Well, I mean, Jim Henson. It's like imagine
Probably
getting
wasn't
into
part
Disney.
of the company at that point anymore.
Yeah.
No, Jim Henson was a part of the company for the entire time that he was there until he died. Like he never let go of that company until
I'm saying he was probably dead.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm talking about like all the stuff that I watched was from his period, from the period of time that he was operating the company, because the new Muppet shows and stuff like that didn't come out until I was like in pretty far into elementary school. But like I was watching Muppets when I was like 5 and 6 years old.
God, same though. My mom had it on DVD, and she let us that was one of the main things she gave us to watch, and it was fucking incredible.
It's time to fuck the Muppets.
No!
No!
Thank you for listening to the Lovac Holidaycast, everybody.
It's time to yip it
Oh
up.
my God. I guess we're just ending it now. Okay.
I think we're good for the night.
Merry Crimbo,
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
Happy holidays to all of you. out
Yeah, I
there.
really don't like the fact that we're ending it on that. I feel kind
Yeah.
of shitty now.
Honestly, I thought we were gonna end on a way lighter note than that.
Yeah, like your favorite Christmas movies. Not
Oh.
the death of your favorite toy.
Well, you know what? Let's bring it around a bit then, all right? Let's.
Really? All right, we're not done yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's take it back. Let's
Take it
simmer
back
down
now,
a bit.
y'all. One hop this time.
Like,
Bah.
what are we all doing for the holidays? Like, what do you guys plan on doing?
I don't think this time.
I'm gonna open presents and probably watch anime with my family all day. And then my birthday, and I'm gonna be 21, you guys.
Yeah.
Whoa!
You get to drink that spiked eggnog. All right.
Yeah, it's not like I don't already do that though.
Oh, definitely not.
You're gonna get arrested.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be 21 by the time this comes out.
Oh, shit.
Get arrested. Future police, put your hands up.
Oh my god.
You'll
can't
never
believe-
take me alive.
You'll never take me alive.
But yeah, no, Kevin, what are your plans for this holiday?
Christmas Eve, my extended family all comes over to my house, and we hang out until like 2 a.m. It's an
And then they go home because
And then-
that's how it works.
Then they go home, and then the four of us in my family, we wake up Christmas morning, we do our own Christmas shit, and then we go to bed, and then we go to work on the 26th. That's Christmas.
That sucks.
It's Christmas.
Sorry. We just have a normal Christmas. I don't go anywhere because everyone comes to us.
I feel it.
Oh, no,
I live
wait.
across the country from anyone who would come visit for Christmas, so I don't see anybody.
I did just
I haven't
remember,
seen
though.
my grandparents in like 9-10 years.
Oh, gosh.
It's okay. The living grandparents are just terrible.
Oh, okay, then.
I
My
I
grandparents
feel
died.
that my I'm gonna say something real mean. I feel like my grandmother.
Yeah, do you want to end on this?
Well, actually, let's end on. I'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
I love my grandparents. I
My
love
grandparents are the
everyone.
best people in the world.
Yeah, I wish I could say that.
But
I
yeah.
actually did just remember that for Christmas Day we're going to my aunt's house for dinner, so yay!
That's fun.
Family, yay!
Fucking bitchin'. Nice.
What are you
Yeah.
doing, Spud Buddy?
Hey, let's go around the campfire. Justin, the J-Bull. This is the first time I'm actually asking him his plans for the holidays.
I mean,
Guys,
to be quite honest, like my plans that like pretty much just finished for the most part. Like yesterday I went and I saw like my my mom and did Christmas with her and my siblings, and then today was actually my brother's birthday. So I went and did that.
Oh.
We went and had dinner like with my dad and him, and like I trade my dad. Well, I gave him his. He didn't have mine on hand. But apparently on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, there's supposed to be breakfast at like my uncle's place. But other than that, like, it's like I work the whole weekend before Christmas. I work Christmas Eve, and then I'm off Christmas Day, and then work Christmas the day after Christmas. So like, kind of the same process.
Welcome home, Allison.
It's Allison
Allison makes her appearance in the podcast.
at the very end of the podcast.
Oh shit! I just reblogged porn to my main blog. I gotta go delete that.
Oh,
Good
no.
night, everybody.
My God, I unfollowed you.
Oh man,
Probably
it's
thinks I
Cuphead
was
stuff
tweeting a
too.
lot of
Oh
bills.
god. Good night, everybody.
Quick, everybody look at it before it's gone.
Don't.
Good night, everybody.
Putting it in the podcast.
Post it up, censored in the podcast.
Do not put it censored in the podcast. I gotta fucking reblog this to my porn blog. Just let me live.
Allie's bitching about the podcast.
Ooh, what does this do?
Stop.
Thank you for watching the Lovac podcast. We hope you've enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, real talk. Thank you.
Done.
Thank you. Thank you for watching the Lovac podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, or just not celebrating any of those, I hope today is a good day.
Yeah.
I love you all. Thank you for listening.